afternoon, everyone. Welcome to HQ Trivia. I'm Beric Livingstone. I've been away for a week, but I'm back. Hello. And today I want to say happy birthday to one of the world's best-known 3-year-olds. As seen on YouTube with over 2.4 billion views, it's Adele's single, Hello. Released 3 years ago today. She sings and plays drums on the track, became the first song to be downloaded 1 million times in a week, went #1 all over the place, won Best British Single at the Brit Awards, 3 Grammys, remains one of the few songs that Rita Ora has covered in her own self-invented language. Definitely Google that one. It's got to be one of the top 2 songs ever that was named after a magazine. I mean, whichever way you look at it, it's a phenomenon. From a phenomenally popular album, from the phenomenon that is Adele Laurie Blue Adkins MBE. So happy 3rd birthday, and hello, and hello to everyone who's ready to win or split £1,000 as you try to answer 12 tricky trivia questions from easy to hard with 10 seconds for each. Get questions right to move on, get them wrong and you'll need to use an extra life if you have one to get back in, otherwise you won't have a shot at the cash, but you can of course still watch and learn some fascinating factoids and have fun with us. Okay, let's play. Here's Q1. Caterpillars transform into which of these creatures? Gorillas, blue whales, butterflies. This is under normal conditions we're asking about. Caterpillars, they've got 6 legs, they've got 12 eyes, they've got 4,000 muscles. But what do they become? The hungry caterpillar had a whale of a time, but not enough to turn into one. Beating their wings instead of their chests, they become butterflies. Yes, and leaping to lepidopteral victory, 32,326 of you. Well done, whether you're fond of Essex skippers, red admirals or painted ladies, you've done it and you've gone through to Q2. In croquet, what is the term for the long hammer used to strike a ball? Loofah brush, mallet, feather duster. P. Diddy had a croquet party after he became the first rapper to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now, I've got as much chance of winning with any of these 3 options, but what is croquet's official clobbering device? Better at making a mess than clearing it up. It's a mallet. It's a mallet, and knocking it out of the park, 31,387 of you. 179 went for feather duster there, and, well, I'm tickled by that answer, but it was wrong. Coming up on Thursday is another theme night, and this week's theme is telly. Yes, the box, the tube, the small screen, it's all about television this Thursday at 9, so catch up on those recorded programs, binge watch your box sets, and prepare your TV trivia knowledge, because it's going to be a goodie. Q3. Which reality show involves contestants never meeting face-to-face during the competition? Big Brother, The Circle, Love Island. Reality TV. I mean, is it all a misnomer? Is it reality? Is it unreality? Anyway, if you went for Love Island, then I'm afraid you've gone and shipwrecked yourself. Choosing hashtags over chimwags, it's newcomer, The Circle. Yes, and if you got around to picking the right answer, you're amongst 28,653. That's 663. That did. Well done.
Sean gets 5 stars.
I'm going to give Kate 2.
1 star. I feel so bad.
Yes, that's The Circle, and you have upped your ratings on this show as we go on to Q4. Which of these landmarks is located in South America? Machu Picchu, Angkor Wat, Eiffel Tower. Yes, you've got a citadel, a temple, and a useful pointy thing. Which is it? 3 attractions, more than worth a peruse, but which one is actually in Peru? The pumped-up Pokemon, it's Machu Picchu. The 15th century Inca stronghold, 25,204 of you getting that right. Nearly 8,000 feet up in the air, and you are going up and on to Q5. Which of these were the main focus of George Stubbs' 18th century paintings? Tigers, horses, elephants. A Liverpudlian who relocated to London with a fondness for anatomy. He was the prince of animal portraits, but who did Stubbs paint the most of? Preferring saddles to stripes, it was horses. Yes, it's the GGs, and 17,866 of you are closer to getting our 1G prize. He perfectly captured a range of exotic animals, from tiny-armed kangaroos to tigers with spots instead of stripes. Jolly good work. Q6. The name of which herb stems from the Latin for dew of the sea? Tarragon, rosemary, coriander. a juicy question for you here. Jew of the sea, juicy, never mind. Good luck separating the Jew from the sea, but who gets their name from exactly that? The star of stuffing, it's Rosemary. Rosemary, Jew of the sea, sounds more like Cockney rhyming slang to me, but 5,525, you got it right. Unfortunately, there was a savage question, though. You don't know your etymology of your herbology. Never mind. 5,525 you did. Coriander may not have a fancy Latin name, but it's a major player in Asian cuisine. And tarragon sounds a bit like dragon, and in fact comes from the Greek word for dragon. Tarragon dragon. There you go. Anyway, a quick shout out to Joe. We are sending our warmest wishes to you. To the Travelogix crew, to Catherine from your daughter Rachel, who loves you and doesn't know what she'd do without you, to Iona, and to Freddie getting married. Good luck to all of you. Q7. Which of these actors was a member of the American band Phantom Planet? Jason Schwartzman, Adrian Brody, Luke Wilson. This band formed back in 1994 in LA, named after a 1961 B-movie. Wes Anderson's films are out of this world, but which of his stars used to play for a different planet altogether? He may look like Luke Wilson, but he's actually Jason Schwartzman. Yes, some very good beardage from him over the years. 3,544 of you getting that right. Yeah, remember the OC theme song about California? Yeah, well, Jason was the drummer on that. Okay, onwards to Q8. Fans of a Japanese baseball team blamed their 18-year losing streak on the founder of which company? Mitsubishi, KFC, Disney. Baseball is actually huge in Japan. In fact, they're surprised that Americans consider it one of their national sports. The Hanshin Tigers won the series in 1985, but who did they blame for the next 18 years? Giving the Colonel a grilling, it was KFC. Yeah, KFC and a bargain bucket for 26,689 of you who got that right. Fans celebrated their win in 1985 by throwing a statue of Colonel Sanders into the river, and subsequent losses were blamed on his ghost. Spooky. Q9. Which of the following countries, out of the following countries, which has the highest number of mammal species? India, Kenya, USA. Yes, from the blue whale to the kitty's long-nosed bat. They're all mammals. And one of these countries out of these three has the most. India beats them all. Indonesia beats them all with 670. But who's the hottest on their heels? The land of the warm-blooded. It's the USA. Yes, our cousins across the pond. 1,206 of you knew that. The US has 440 species of mammal. And that's without including their sports teams. Q10. Which of these places' original name is thought to derive from the theory that natives wore fish skin clothes? Finland, Iceland, Greenland. Fish skin sounds pretty weird, but Galliano, Prada, Dior, they all got fish skin in their lines this year. True story. Three gorgeous landscapes here, but who was originally named for their stinky outfits? Full of sharks, it's Finland. Yes, the clue was in the name there, Finland. 96 of you got that right, but it's another savage question at number 10. We've weeded out almost all of you there. Oh my goodness, just 96 left. Greenland's local name means land of the people, while Iceland means cheap chicken nuggets. Q11. Of these three books, which has been translated into the most languages? The Little Prince, Great Expectations, The Alchemist. Religious texts aside, this classic has been a record breaker. Now, you can read it in 67 languages, but it still puts The Alchemist in last place here. The 300-lingual tale itself, it's The Little Prince, the Petit Prince, who comes from France. 166 of you got that right. Oh, several people used their extra lives back on Q10 there. Well done. Okay then. Phrase books at the ready, because we are butchering our way into the final round. Yes, and another 5 using extra lives there on Q11. £1,000 still to play for. One last question. Here it comes. Q12. In which film did Matt Damon and Ben Affleck both appear as extras? School Ties, Good Will Hunting, Field of Dreams. A lot of famous stars started off as extras, including Sylvester Stallone, who turns up in a Woody Allen film in 1971, and in Jane Fonda's film Clute. Interesting. They had been Hollywood bros for decades, but where did we first see Matt and Ben together? They both appeared in Good Will Hunting, but they were way more than extras in that one. Playing a couple of baseball fans, it was Field of Dreams for the win, and dreams coming true for 58 winners today. Well, that was a very exciting welcome back to the HQ Trivia Fold, with 58 of you romping to 12 questions of victory and splitting that £1,000 prize. For your excellent work, you will be taking home £17 and 24 pence. So huge congratulations to O plus C, who's got a smile, appropriately enough, to CB33CB, who looks like a stuffed animal, but is obviously a very brainy one, to someone who looks like Basil Brush with a little doggy there. There's a lot of animals who've won today. I'm impressed. To Mr. Pickups, well, all of you. It was a beautiful game. If you didn't gain some cash this time, I hope you gained some useful knowledge with which to impress your friends. I'm Beric Livingstone. Find me on Twitter or Instagram. We have our TV theme night coming up on Thursday, and meanwhile, we'll be back with a very next game tonight at 9 p.m. It'll be our usual round of all kinds of questions and another £1,000 prize up for grabs. Hope you can join us then. But meanwhile, have a great afternoon. Bye.